Welcome to Gasburg Golf Cars. Today we're going to talk about batteries. We are a Trojan authorized dealer. It is the only battery that we recommend and use here at the dealership. The most common question we are asked here at the shop is how to take care of our batteries, what we should do with them in the off season, and how we should get the maximum life out of them. The answer is simple. Keep water in them. You can see here that these tops, which are plastic tops that cover the holes in the batteries, this happens to be an 8-volt battery. Now, I know this because of how many holes are in the top of the battery. In this case, there are 4 holes. If I multiply that by 2, I have an 8-volt battery. If this was a 6-volt battery, it would have 3 holes in the top of it. If this were a 12-volt battery, it would have 6 holes in the top of it. Now, in this particular instance, if we look down into the battery itself, you might be able to see the plates that are down in there. And the important thing is that those plates remain covered with water. The manufacturer, Trojan, recommends that you use distilled water. The water should be filled to cover the plates, or there is a slight little lip inside of that battery right there. If you fill it to that lip, it will be perfect. Once you've got all the cells in every battery filled as you would like them, you simply take the top and clamp it back on. Now, while you're doing this, which I would recommend you do once a month, you also want to check your post and the nuts to be sure that they're tight. You want to keep the post and the terminals clean. You can do this either using baking soda and sprinkle it on the posts and then wash them off with a garden hose, or you can use a battery terminal cleaner where you spray it on with an aerosol can, wait a few minutes, and then also wash it off with a garden hose. The other thing that I would continue to do is every month check and be sure that the nuts are tight. You just want to tighten them ever so slightly, if they are not, to be sure that they stay tight and snug. That will prevent arcing on the post, which will keep the post from melting. The other question we get asked is in relative to charging the batteries. The batteries would far rather be charged than not be charged. Therefore, we recommend that at least every 4 to 6 weeks you charge your batteries, whether or not you're using the golf cart. To do this, you must physically unplug the charger from the golf cart and replug it. There are tender chargers or float chargers, but in large, most chargers require you to unplug them and replug them. There will usually be an external charger that should come with your car. You will plug it into the charge port and let the charger run its complete cycle. The other question we so frequently get is, when I ride it for just a short time, do I need to put the charger back on the car? And the answer to that is no. Deep cycle batteries are made to have a finite number of charges in them. So if you run a mile down the road and you come back and you charge it and the car really did not need charging, you are in essence chopping life off of the batteries. Therefore, we recommend that you use the car not until it goes all the way down, but until it starts feeling a little bit weak. If it does, plug it in and let it run its charge cycle. Remember, it should run its full charge cycle, not just stay on charge for a couple of hours. You will gradually learn the feel of the golf cart and when it needs charging. You can, however, have this meter installed, which is a state of charge meter, which is basically your fuel gauge for your battery. It will tell you approximately when the batteries need to be charged. If you follow these simple rules and steps for caring for your batteries, you will get long life and excellent use out of them. If you have any questions, go ahead and like us on Facebook at Gasburg Golf Cars. Send us a message and we'll be sure to respond to you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.